So right inside that building right there, there's a stop motion project that's going on, so I'm going to take you guys inside and give you a little tour. So I'm in Utah today. This is a small stop motion studio, and it's run by the guys who gave me my very first job in animation. They also have a whole bunch of the props and sets and stuff from the very first movies that I animated on, so we're going to go in and check those out. Okay. Kelly. Okay, so it's a little... doing lots of construction over there. It's a little bit noisy in here, so sorry about that. So this is Sabrina. Sabrina's like the amazing producer.
I wear many hats.
Let's see what we've got over here. They have a whole bunch of our old props that we used in the movies that I first worked on. So I wanted to show you guys some of these puppets and props. This is McKeon. He was from Light Before Christmas and Spooky Bats and Scaredy Cats, and he's dressed up like a little vampire. You can see his feet, that's where the tie downs go, so that you can screw him down to the set. Each one of these mouths were hand sculpted, and then of course in post-production we would paint out that line, that seam across his face. Okay, so here's how his eyes work. There's a little hole right in the center of his eye, and you can just stick a pin in his eyeball, and then you just move it around like that. It was from that movie right there. Very well used. And here we've got, this is Katie, this is McKeon's sister, who is currently decapitated for some reason. Doing the seam under the nose like that turned out to be fairly problematic in post-production. That seam, that line under the nose is really difficult to paint out. So if you're ever doing this, it's better to do the seam across the cheek and then right across the bridge of the nose. Much easier to paint the seam out that way. Let's see what we've got over here. This is from one of their current projects that they're working on. This guy's really heavy. Like a steampunk T-Rex. He's got all these cool gears and stuff. And you can see he's got the ball and socket joints. These are all 3D printed vertebrae. And then the ball and socket. It's cool because it's kind of this steampunk look that the ball and socket joint just kind of blends right in. This guy is so creepy. This is a chair from the Candleman's house. A lot of these are from like set pieces from the Candleman's house. These lamp posts, these were used on the Light Before Christmas, like outside on the bridge when they're crossing the bridge. So this is pretty cool. There was a cemetery, like a graveyard. This is part of the wall that surrounded the graveyard. And I don't know if I helped with this piece, but I remember helping make some of these wall pieces that surrounded the cemetery. Like I remember kind of carving out of foam some of those bricks. So these were the we used these gravestones were in the part of the cemetery set. We put on all the gravestones we put names of the crew. And look, there's my name. I think I'll leave that there for posterity. Alright, let's see what else we've got here. So that's Patricia. And she's sewing, doing some costumes on the puppets. Let's see, okay, over here. I never animated this guy. Was the giant from a movie called Davy and Golomer. He is a really big puppet. I just saw the Grim Reaper. Whoa, he is heavy. I forgot how heavy this guy was. It's a good thing he didn't move around too much. Let's see what else is in this box. I don't remember what these guys are called. So they would open like that, and they had this really weird laugh. And let's see what else we've got. Oh yeah, this is cool to see. So I animated on a short based on the comic series Mutts. There's a face, and another face, and another puppet. The head is heavy, so she would want to like tip over. We had two different bodies for both of them actually. We had two bodies. There was one in this sculpted sitting position, and then we would just switch to another body that was like this shape. Whenever we had them stand up or walking, we would just switch between the two bodies. And there's wire inside the ears, of course. Little wire in the tail. Okay, and right over here we have one of the sets from The Light Before Christmas. This was the first film that I animated on. This is the sled that Katie and McKeon rode on. This roof here, this is foam. This is just some styrofoam down here. You could press a footprint into it, and so as they walked, you would leave that footprint behind. If you look inside that window, you can see some of the little props and stuff. All right, let's see what we've got down here. Oh, there's the Candleman's house. Oh, this one, that one looks kind of spooky. There's a lot of noise over there. One thing really cool I wanted to show you guys is right back there, inside here, is the first puppet that I started learning how to animate on when I was working here with these guys. This is Patricia. Hi. She is working on clothes. She's been doing clothes on these puppets since what, 2003? Yeah. So
there's Bob.
Okay, so this is Bob. This is the puppet that I started learning really how to animate with. When I started animating with these guys, they gave me this puppet, and I just got to practice and do different tests and try things.
He's been a different character in every film.
Bob's been around. These hands are different than the ones I remember. These are probably newer hands.
Yeah.
But they look like the same feet.
Yep.
That's really cool.
I can't even wrap my head around what it takes you guys to move it, to see it come alive. That's the magic.
Well, thanks, Patricia. Good to see you.
Are you having fun?
Yeah. Okay, so right back here, right there, through those black curtains, there's an animator working. It's Nate. Nate, this is part of his studio. He's back there in the middle of a project, so I'm going to go see what he's up to. So Nate's in the middle of a shot, and I'm bothering him. Hi, Nate. So we already like had our little huggy reunion, but earlier.
And he was shocked to see that not a thing has changed in 10 years, or however long it's been.
Are you able to tell me a little bit about what you're working on?
Yeah, you can turn that on. Oh, there you go.
Can I show this?
Uh-huh. Yeah. This is Samuel, our character, and he is actually. This is when he's scaling the wall. They just threw him out of the city, and now he's climbing back up.
This is like a 2 minute.
Uh-huh. Yep, 2.5 minutes roughly.
And you guys have you have a feature film in the works.
Uh-huh. Yep, we're currently casting that right now. We just got Ron Perlman as our lead actor, and he's going to play our main character. And then we just got Emma Roberts as well. We worked on the script for 3 years on that one, just trying to get that one right. So we feel it's worthy enough to make a movie of. No.
Okay. Last question. Do you have any like tips or advice for kids who are kind of starting to get into experimenting with stop motion?
First and foremost, learn poses. Right? Mm-hmm. You've got to learn poses of the body. What feels natural? What gives a strong pose for an emotion? That's first and foremost. Making smooth motion should not be the start. Your first start should be making strong poses of the body. And then once you get that down, then you can start learning how to get from one pose to the next in a smooth way. That's when you start smoothing your animation out. But first and foremost, the first thing you want to learn in animation is how to get that strong pose, strong motion, as you know. So, and then once you get there, then yeah, just experiment, practice, and slowly you'll learn. You got to do a lot of studying as well. I did a lot of studying of, Wallace and Gromit, Walt Disney, all the greats.
Well, have fun.
Cool, man. It was so good to see you, dude.
Yeah, you too. Good to see you. That was seriously cool. So thanks to Motion Foundry Studios for letting me stop by. I'm going to put a link to their website in the video description below. They have a teaser there for their upcoming movie. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Hit the bell. I'm really grateful for all of you guys. Stay creative, and I'll see you in the next video.